Good afternoon and welcome to Lourdes University College of Nursing White Coat Ceremony. Most of you know me. My name is Emily Rozek and I'm the Program Director of Undergraduate Nursing Studies at Lourdes. On behalf of the College of Nursing, nursing faculty, and our nursing students, we are excited to provide this rite of passage to these new nursing students here at Lourdes. By beginning your journey here at Lourdes, you are joining a group of students who represent the strong background of nursing in our community. Originally established to educate the Sisters of the Franciscan community, Lourdes Junior College was founded in 1958 to meet the general education needs of the Sisters of St. Francis in Saline, Ohio, who are the sponsoring order of Lourdes. In 1964, Lourdes College received a regional accreditation by the North Central Association of Colleges and Universities and began to admit lay women in 1969 and lay men in 1975. The Lourdes College Bachelor of Science in Nursing program is an expression of the health and teaching ministries of the Sisters of St. Francis. In 1982, the Ohio Board of Regents authorized Lourdes to offer its first baccalaureate degrees. The BSN was added in 1986 to meet the needs of RN to BSN students. Accreditation from the National League of Nursing was achieved in 1989. In 1992, Lourdes admitted the first class of pre-licensure nursing students with the approval of the Ohio Board of Nursing. Recognized as a national leader for excellence in nursing and education, Lourdes University College of Nursing graduates an innovative workforce that continually improves quality and the safety in healthcare delivery systems and exemplifies holism, ethics, diversity, community service, and Franciscan values. Members of the Lourdes University administration are strong supporters of the College of Nursing. Unfortunately, they were unable to attend tonight, and we'd like to thank the Provost, Dr. Keller, and the Lourdes President, Dr. Mary Ann Peralta, for their support of the program. This afternoon, we'd also like to welcome Dr. Christina Silka, the Dean of the College of Nursing, with us today. The White Coat Ceremony was established in 1993 at Columbia University Gallegos College of Physicians and Surgeons by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to welcome students to the healthcare practice and elevate the value of humanism as a core of healthcare. Today's White Coat Ceremony is possible thanks to a grant provided by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation through a partnership with the American Association of Colleges of Nursing. Dr. Gold was a well-known pediatric neurologist, a professor, and a master diagnostician who became an international leader and advocate for humanism in healthcare. His legacy lives on in the work of the Gold Foundation today. I would like to introduce our first speaker, our alumni, Mr. Max Lay, BSN RN. Max is a registered nurse and a recent Lourdes graduate of the spring class of 2021. During his time at Lourdes, Max served as a structured learning assistant for nursing math, teaching dosage calculation workshops, and conducting individual tutoring sessions for nursing semesters 1 through 5. Max was also awarded an Excellence in Nursing Leadership Award in 2020 during his time as a Lourdes nursing student. He now works at ProMedica Toledo Hospital in the Coronary Intensive Care Unit. Please welcome Mr. Max Lay.
How's it going, guys? Hello, Lourdes nursing students and future nurses. I'm humbled to be here speaking to you all on such an important and symbolic day. Making it here is a big deal, and it's the impetus for personal growth and a wonderful career. I recently graduated from the Lourdes nursing program what feels like 10 minutes ago, so I vividly remember sitting at my White Coat ceremony wondering what the heck the subsequent years of my life would look like. Now that I have the answer to that question, I'd like to share a couple things I learned in nursing school and also as a new nurse that might help you along your journey. First, as with anything in life that is considered hard, nursing school can at times have negativity and self-doubt surrounding it. You may think to yourself, am I smart enough to make it through this? Am I going to pass this class? Etc. If you're like me, hearing these statements or thoughts discourage you, whether it's internal or coming from someone else. You may have already heard similar sentiments about nursing school, that it's challenging, balancing life in school is very difficult, you'll spend forever studying every night, etc. Now that I'm on the other side of nursing school, I'd like to share with you 3 things that helped me navigate through any hardships that came with nursing school. And I encourage you to think of them too when you hear negative thoughts or have self-doubt as it pertains to nursing school. Number one, anything worth having in life is going to be hard. If it were easy, that would defeat the purpose. There would be no personal growth, nor any feeling of satisfaction when you reach your goals. Number two, if you're uncomfortable, you're growing. And when you're growing, you're becoming the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Learn to love being uncomfortable. And number three, if you ever want to quit, remember why you started. Second, some practical advice for studying, because I think it's important. We'll be doing a lot of it. Hate to break it to you, but find friends, make study groups, attend SLA study sessions, and ask for help. Nursing school introduced me to some of the most intelligent people I've ever met, many of whom I'm still in contact with, and I benefited greatly from studying alongside them. I learned quickly that when you're studying by yourself, you are always right. I was always one to study alone, but in nursing school, I encourage you to branch out and attend even just one study session with a group, and you'll realize the power of multiple perspectives and brains coming together. It is also important to note that everyone has different strengths among your peers, and that's okay. Some of you will excel in pharmacology, not me, while you struggle, while you kick butt in pediatrics and your friends have no clue what's going on. Comparison is the thief of joy. You're all unique and have strengths of your own, so embrace it. Be proud of it and don't compare yourself to others. Lastly, be confident in your role and own it. As a brand new nurse, I was nervous about not knowing a lot yet when I first came on the job. This wasn't that long ago. During that time, I took care of a woman who ultimately and unfortunately passed away. The patient's son sought me out, approached me after she passed, looked me in the eyes and said, "Hey man, I know you're new." He was about my age. He said, "I know you're new, but I want to thank you for what you did for my mom, because you made a big difference. I know you guys don't hear that enough, but I appreciate you." He then gave me a hug with tears in his eyes. He shook my hand, gave every nurse who took care of his mom a hug on the floor and left. This is why we become nurses, and it's the single moments like these that make the stresses and late nights worth it. So lastly, you guys can do it. Good luck to all of you, and I can't wait to see you out in the workforce. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Jennifer Montgomery, President and CEO of Mclaren St. Luke's. Jennifer has served in this role since 2020. She is responsible for overseeing the hospital's $100 million revitalization plan and enhancing quality and access care by offering more comprehensive services, including earning national verification as a Level 3 trauma center. Throughout Jennifer's career, she has served in various nursing roles, clinical leadership, and executive leadership. She is especially passionate about enhancing patient care services, improving clinical outcomes, instilling the financial discipline to achieve the goals that support a healthy and growing organization. Jennifer earned a Master's of Science degree in Administration from Central Michigan University, a Bachelor of Science degree in Nursing from Wayne State University, and her nursing diploma from Henry Ford Hospital School of Nursing. Jennifer was recognized by Crane's Detroit Business in 2018 as a notable woman in healthcare. In 2020, she authored Leading Growth in Lean Times for the American College of Healthcare Executives national publication. She is a member of the American Organization of Nurse Executives and a fellow with the American College of Healthcare Executives. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Ms. Jennifer Montgomery.
Thank you. This is so exciting. It's a little subdued in here. I can't see all the smiling faces. So thanks for having me. As an RN for close to 30 years, it's an honor to celebrate your entrance into the nursing program here at Lourdes University. Donning the white coat, while it seems a little bit more than 15 minutes for me, I do remember the white coat ceremony and taking the oath, and all of those are your first steps on your nursing journey. Today's commencement officially affirms your commitment to the nursing profession. As you go through and earn your degree, you're going to gain strong clinical knowledge and the confidence to care for the most vulnerable patients that we have. In addition to clinical studies, you're going to learn critical thinking, sound judgment, and everything needed to deliver compassionate, safe, high-quality care to every patient that you serve. After your graduation, your journey will not stop. This profession allows for lifelong learning and opportunities for professional development and advancement. As a student, I found my place on the cardiac unit. I gravitated to it. It's all I wanted to do. And when I got done with nursing school, it's the first thing. I took the first job on a cardiac unit that I could have. I loved it. I thought that was it. I had found my home forever. Then I went into nursing management and took a leadership role in a nursing unit. And I saw the impact that I could make within nursing and for the patients in the profession. And I loved that job. And then I started to learn about the whole hospital and everything and how it's all integrated together and how we need each other. And I moved into the head of nursing and the chief nursing officer. It was a natural progression for me to move into the hospital CEO role. Hospitals were created for nursing care. What better background could you have to run a hospital than being a nurse? I encourage all of you to be open to whatever comes your way as you enter on this career. I talk about your journey, and I talk about mine, and I've purposely chosen the word journey because nursing is truly a journey, and the history of nursing illustrates it best. For 175 years, nursing has been a highly regarded profession, but those who pursued the field way back in the 1800s faced a lot of adversity. Florence Nightingale, who was the founder of modern nursing, overcame all that adversity by tirelessly devoting her life to preventing disease and ensuring safe and compassionate care for poor and suffering. This is our role. If you fast forward to today, nurses continue to care and heal those that are suffering from illness and injuries. Just as we are experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic today, Florence Nightingale faced similar challenges, including overcrowding of sick and wounded soldiers, unsanitary working conditions, a shortage of medical supplies and nurses. And yet she persevered, and her work was attributed to saving thousands of lives. Her work and devotion not only revolutionized nursing, but the entire healthcare system. Never doubt what a nurse can do. Nursing is both rewarding and challenging. As you begin your journey, I believe you will be amazed at all the opportunities to help make a difference with the lives of others. I'm so excited to be here today, and I hope you enjoy your journey as much as I am enjoying mine. Congratulations.
At this time, Sister Barb Vanna, Vice President of Mission and Ministry and Director of Service Learning, will provide the blessing. Directly after the blessing, incoming nursing students will recite the white coat ceremony oath and be cloaked in the iconic white coat that signifies their status as healthcare professionals. Please provide a warm welcome to Sister Barb Vanna. Clothing. Such a practical item. On days like today, we want to pile on as much as possible. And yet such a powerful metaphor. As we pray this prayer together, I would like to invite you to find a way to take a portion of it, to make it your own, and to consider perhaps a little snippet of it that you will regularly call to mind when you don the white coat, whatever it is that becomes the symbol of the profession that you are ultimately in. We begin with a prayer written by Francis of Assisi and that he used very regularly. And so I invite you to turn to page 9 in your program, or to use the prayer cards that are laminated at your table. As you begin this next step of your journey to becoming a nurse, we pray in the spirit of our patron Francis of Assisi. Most high, glorious God, enlighten the darkness of my heart.
Give me, Lord, for every faith, a certain hope, perfect charity, sense and knowledge, that I may carry out your holy truth.
And we hear now and pray with the words of the Apostle Paul. Because you are God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourselves with heartfelt mercy.
We clothe ourselves with kindness, humility, meekness, and patience.
Bear with one another. Forgive whatever grievances you have against one another.
We will work to forgive as we forgive.
And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds the rest together and makes them perfect.
We clothe ourselves with heartfelt mercy.
And let the peace of Christ control your hearts, since as members of one body, you have been called to that peace. And be thankful.
We clothe ourselves with heartfelt mercy.
Let the word of Christ, rich as it is, dwell in you. In wisdom made perfect, instruct and admonish one another.
We will do all that is in our hearts.
And whatever you do, in word or in deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus.
We give thanks to God in all times and places.
At this time, Ms. Julie Punches, Director of Clinical Education, and Ms. Sarah Thomas, BSN Coordinator of Enrollment and Advising, will lead us in the hallowed tradition of reciting the oath and cloaking of the incoming nursing students.
Good afternoon. My name is Julie Punches. As the Director of Clinical Education at Lourdes, it is my and Ms. Sarah Thomas's privilege to lead the nursing students in the white coat ceremony oath. Please turn to page 7 in your program and use the laminated card in front of you. Our new nursing students, please follow along and recite the oath along with me in front of your peers, the college nursing faculty and staff, and university leadership. As a nurse dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. Act in a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of my care. Apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. Exercise sound professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements. Accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence, and promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient. With this pledge, I accept the duties and responsibilities that embody the nursing profession. I take this oath voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you, students, and congratulations.
Julie Punches will now assist with the time-honored tradition of cloaking the Lourdes Youth nursing students. Students, as your name is called, please come to the front so that we may cloak you with your white coat. The lapel pins feature the Gold Foundation's logo surrounded by the words, "Keeping Healthcare Human," to remind them of their commitment to treat patients with dignity and respect. Abigail Arness. Allie Cole. Brendan Defoe. I'm gonna have to scrunch a little. Amber Daly. Drew Albertowski. I worked really hard on that name. Austin Gibbons. There it is. Alexis Gordon. Nicole Kepp. I worked hard on that one too. Angelica Martinez. Taylor McBride. Zainab Mohammed. Madison Monholland. Chloe Knopfziger. Emily Press. Emma Rummel. Hannah Swarden. And McKaylee Vega. We have a little verklempt. I'm so proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the Lourdes University College of Nursing White Coat recipients. Let's give them another hand. every nursing student's journey is receiving their first stethoscope. It is not just their first clinical assessment tool, but a tangible symbol of a dream turned into reality, an identity that defines them from this point forward. The donors listed there helped us reach our goal to allow us to gift one whole nursing class with stethoscopes they will need to advance to the next step in their journey to become registered nurses. We thank them for their commitment to our Lourdes University nursing students. This concludes the white coat ceremony for this afternoon. We thank you all for joining us, and we wish you all success in the upcoming semester. Thank you.